Hey, this is Mary Jeanine from the Sewing Studio, and today I want to share with you my 10 favorite features of the Janome 6700P. So my first favorite feature is the fact that this machine is heavy duty. It is an all-in-one machine, which means it'll sew on woven, stretch, leather, vinyl, anything you throw at it. It'll sew on everything with lots of different stitches. My second favorite feature is the fact that I can use dials instead of buttons to change my stitch width and stitch length. So here we go. There's my regular screen. If I press this button, I get a zoom in, and now I can move the stitch width, and I love this. I can crank it up to a 5.0 if I want to do some quick basting. My third favorite feature, and this is really my favorite, is that I can change out the throat plate with a single button, no screwdriver. So the way we do switch out the plate is we press this little button here in the corner, up pops the plate, no screwdriver, and now we have a choice of 3 different plates. The one I just took off has the zigzag 9mm zigzag plate. This one is a single hole, a straight stitch plate, but my favorite is the HP plate, which I'll talk about in a moment. The great thing about these plates is they tell the machine what kind of plate is on there, so then the machine tells you what stitches are allowed, and you cannot break a needle by using a straight stitch plate with a zigzag foot. Here we go. Oops. Done. My fourth favorite feature is the HP foot, otherwise known as the high performance foot. And I love it for 3 reasons. Number 1, it has a beautiful straight stitch. Number 2, I get a perfect scant 1/4 inch for my quilt piecing. And finally, I get a great curved seam when I want to do my curved piecing. So this is what the HP foot looks like. It's very simple. The ankle is attached, so I don't have 2 separate pieces. And here we are. We're just going to screw it right on like you put on any other foot. So when I put the HP plate on, the needle automatically moves to the place I need it to be for this foot. I don't have to think about it. I don't have to look up a number. Now we can just sew. As I mentioned, it has a beautiful straight stitch, so that's what we're going to do. Whoops. Put my foot down, hit the gas, and my 5th favorite feature is the fact that we have 11 inches between the needle and the side of the machine, which is called the harp. Also a 9mm stitch width, which is really nice when you're working with decorative stitches. So my 6th favorite feature is the fact that this machine comes with an extension table and a knee lift, which neither one I can live without. The extension table gives me lots of space to work a big project, and the knee lift, of course, lifts up the foot, so it's I can keep my hands up here and my knee lifts the foot as needed. My 7th favorite feature is the fact that this machine takes cones on the thread stand, so I can put 1 or 2 cones and thread it through, and I save a lot of money this way because I buy my piecing thread in a medium gray on a cone, and that'll last me for years, so this is a great feature. My 8th favorite feature is the fact that this is a fast sewing machine. It sews at 1,200 stitches per minute. Most machines in this category sew at about 700 or 800 stitches per minute, and I am a speed demon, so I love the speed of this machine. My 9th favorite feature of the Janome 6700 is the adjustable free motion foot. So this is what the adjustable free motion foot looks like. It comes with 3 interchangeable bottoms. So I either have a closed-toed metal or I have the open-toed metal, but my personal favorite is what I call the bowl, which is plastic, so you can see through it, and it's a bit of a bowl, so it skims over any seam allowances that might be poking up out of your project, like a quilt. Finally, it has an adjustable screw, which is really nice because if your project is super thick or super thin, you can change the distance that foot sits on top of your project with this screw. My 10th favorite feature is the AccuFeed foot. So here's the AccuFeed foot. It is Janome's version of a walking foot, but the back part is built into there's a little hole that goes in, and the machine tells it when to take a step as opposed to the needle bar. So it's a lot smoother. So this is just the regular foot, which allows you to do, of course, straight stitching on your quilt. But what I really like is the fact that it has some interchangeable bottoms. This one is, you buy it separately from the machine. It doesn't come in the box, but it goes in really easily, snapped in, there we go. And then if I want to use this black guide to run down my stitch in a ditch, or if I want to use it for my flange binding, that guide is wonderful to tell me where I'm stitching down the flange. So if you're interested in learning more about this fabulous machine, please call or come in and talk to us. I have owned this machine for 3 years. I absolutely love it. It's been my favorite machine of all the machines I've ever owned, and I hope you get a chance to give it a try. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.